it was really, you didn't even try,
Yeah.
right? You didn't even try, and I know it was hard for Savannah, but we sought out some of the top scientists to try to figure out what the real skinny is on sugar.
It's no secret America has a serious sweet tooth. And too much of a good thing isn't just bad. Some studies show it could lead to serious health problems.
You are at increased risk for cardiovascular disease, increased risk for cancer, and almost every other bad thing you can think of. So pretty much all of the major chronic disease ills that plague modern society, an excess of sugar and an excess of calories are contributory.
So why can't we walk away? Turns out we're biologically drawn to sugar.
It's all about survival. Most foods in nature that are sweet are not toxic. Most toxins from nature are bitter, and the very first food that mammals are exposed to is slightly sweet, and that's their mother's milk.
Problem is, a large portion of our food supply is no longer from nature, and a lot of processed foods have a lot of sugar. So how much is too much? The American Heart Association says we should be eating between 3 and 9 teaspoons of added sugar a day, but the average American is eating 22 teaspoons of added sugar every single day, roughly 3 times the recommendation. And it's easy to see how. One single 12-ounce can of soda contains 10 teaspoons of sugar. That's more than the total daily recommendation.
This is what's going to deliver all the different tastes and flavors.
13-year-old Emma Severance was about to experience something unusual at Yale University.
You feeling okay? All right, we're going to do it.
Researchers there took MRI images of her brain
Here's your next taste.
on milkshakes. So what's going on in Emma's brain when she drinks that milkshake?
Her brain is lighting up. It's really excited about having it.
Just how much someone's brain lights up could be an indicator of a bigger problem.
We think that the greater response in these regions might be a risk factor for overeating foods that are really delicious, really palatable.
Here's our different milkshakes.
Researchers at the University of Michigan are taking that one step further.
All right, go ahead.
As part of their research on food addiction, they're looking closely at sugar.
You're going to be in the fast food mode. You're going to have your aprons, your hats on.
In a lab built to look like a fast food place,
It smells like French fries.
they're testing what happens when people have a choice between 3 different milkshakes.
This is the first milkshake.
It's really chocolatey.
Go ahead and taste this.
Oh.
A computer game lets participants earn more of their favorite.
Basically like you're in Vegas, only you're working for milkshakes and not money.
Like most of their test subjects, I went for the high sugar, high fat milkshake.
Milkshake too?
Here's milkshake.
Thank you. This one's my favorite.
People, especially those people who are at risk for obesity, they really are willing to work much harder to get those junky, sugary processed foods.
And lead researcher Dr. Ashley Gerhardt says if there's such a thing as an addictive food, sugar is the likely culprit.
Is there a comparison between sugar and drugs?
Sugar does seem to activate many areas of the brain in a way that's similar to drugs of abuse. Now, do we know enough right now to say sugar's addictive? We absolutely don't know that yet, but it really makes you say we need to research this more.
The Sugar Association says the scientific evidence just doesn't indicate that sugar or any nutrient is addictive. It adds targeting of all natural sugar is an oversimplified approach to the complex problem of obesity that is simply not backed by sound science. Calories coming from sugar, the industry argues, don't contribute to obesity any more than calories from other sources. On one point, the sugar industry and nutrition experts agree. Moderation is key.
The best way to improve the quality of the diet is to learn to love foods that love you back, to actually rehabilitate your taste buds and your palate so that you prefer better foods, and one of the properties of better foods is less sweet.
So Dr. Katz and others say sugar is not evil, it's not poison. We're built to need some amount of sugar in our diet. So nutritionists say don't go cold turkey on every bit of sugar. Don't deny yourself, or you'll only want it more. I'm looking at you, Savannah. But watch out for hidden sugars, they say, which I know you guys learned. They're everywhere. I mean, it's kids' cereal, but even also like spaghetti sauce and butter.